everybody. Mark Lidbetter here with another edition of Judgment Calls. Welcome. And today I would like to introduce you to a longtime friend of mine, a great hockey mind, a great hockey background, who is now the commissioner of the Quebec Junior AAA Hockey League, but also former Lac St. Louis Lions coach, Concordia Stingers head coach, Hockey Canada background. Oh yeah, and I think he drove the Zamboni at Montreal West Arena back when I started refereeing. And that's Mr. Kevin Figsby. And Kevin, I want to welcome you to the show, and thank you for taking the time.
Thanks, Mark. It's a pleasure to be here with you. And certainly, as you mentioned, we're longtime friends from our days of broadcasting the Dollard Novice Tournament.
That's true. That's true. Good times. And talking about tournaments, how's that for a quick segue? Let's talk about how the Quebec Junior AAA League is launching the season, and it's going to be very interesting. Got underway Friday night, a 4-on-4, no contact junior hockey tournament. So let's talk about that. Give me some information for everybody to understand about it.
Well, it's quite interesting, Mark. We're subject, like everybody else, to the Minister of Health and Public Safety's guidelines, and to those of Hockey Quebec. And with Hockey Quebec, they immediately during COVID started talking about their return to play, and they came up with their 6-phase sort of protocol. And we're in phase 5, and phase 5 enforces the fact that players can remain in a bubble and still practice and play exhibition games, but we can't start league play. And with the bubbles being 8 skaters and 1 goaltender, we were able to run our training camps that way and do our player selections and play our exhibition season in a 4-on-4 format with no contact. There were some limitations with that. Of course, when you're holding training camp, you've got anywhere from 45 to 55 type players that are attending camps. So to be able to get through those camps in bubbles of 9 on the ice was a little challenging for the teams. And then we figured, we've got these kids that have trained all summer long. They're excited about starting the season. They've now gotten through training camp and exhibition games. What's the next step if we cannot start the season as per our normal startup of mid-September? So we developed the 4-on-4 concept. A lot of people remember years ago the NHL was talking about going to a 4-on-4 type concept to open up the ice, create more offense. So we adapted that from an idea into a practical application, and we talked to Bauer, who's our number one sponsor for the league. And what we did was we came up with the 4-on-4 format. And we decided to take a look and break we've got 13 teams in the league. We broke it down to a regional perspective, so we limited the travel for the teams, because during COVID, travel and bus travel is another thing that most people don't think about. But some of the regional carriers are only allowed to carry 14 people on a bus. So we came up with a format that would allow us to continue playing. It would be competitive for the players. It would allow the players to continue, with their training. They're in great condition right now. And Hockey Quebec's expecting to move to phase 6, or anticipating a move to phase 6, providing that, we maintain the same numbers with regard to COVID as we are right now. And that being the case, we needed to find a format that would allow us to continue playing between the 11th of September and the 15th of October, when we could start playing games again with full rosters and, full fans in the stands, as we call it. And we thought with the 4-on-4, we found that recipe, and it's gone very well through the first weekend. Games started Thursday. We've had games Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and we'll have games today. And it'll be the same, the weekend of the 19th, the weekend of September 26th, then the 1st and the 3rd and the 10th of October for the semifinals and the finals. So it's gone very well so far, and we're really excited about it.
And fans can attend, limited to 250. But given there's no contact, and the skills of these players and the speed that they can skate, those three skaters moving on the goalie, that's got to be some good wide open hockey to enjoy.
Well, it's wide open, and there's a lot of benefits that come with playing it. I mean, I was speaking to someone earlier this morning, and they were saying about a lot of goals being scored, and I said absolutely, but what it does is it allows young players to enter the league and be competitive immediately and gain confidence. In normal times, you're playing 5-on-5. If you're playing a game in your own division, coaches coach differently. They match lines. The home team gets that advantage. The visiting team's afraid to put out their third and fourth lines at certain times if the game is tight. In these 4-on-4 tournaments, you've got 8 skaters. Everybody's playing. Everybody's in a rotation. Everybody's going, and they're going hard. And what it does is allows the kids to, number one, hone their skills, and number two, demonstrate their skills. So if you have a young player who comes in and he's playing in this format, there's no apprehension. They're out in the ice, they're picking up the puck, and they're playing like they've always played without worrying about anything. It's just being creative with the puck and working as hard as they can. And what we're seeing is kids scoring their first goal in their first game at the junior hockey level, and that's always an exciting memory for any kid. And this tournament provides those opportunities for the younger players. It also gives the opportunity to demonstrate what their skill level is. They don't have to, worry about, a defenseman doesn't have to worry about carrying the puck. He has to carry the puck. And there's no dumping the puck in. Everybody wants to control the puck and move it quickly. So there's a tremendous amount of skill involved in these games. And as you said, our league is widely known for its speed and the creative play. And this certainly has heightened both those aspects of the players' games.
And also, it's called the Challenge Cup. I understand there's a reward at the end for the winner that could be interesting come the end of the season.
Well, we took a look at some of the other sports and how they do things. And almost every sport that has any kind of wild card playoff format, the wild card is always left to the end of the season. What we opted to do is we have 2 wild card spots in our playoff format. We opted to put one of those wild card playoff spots on the line for the winner of this tournament. So the games have been extremely competitive because the coaches have talked to their players about what the purpose of the tournament is and what it's meant to create, and also, what opportunity they have. Early in the season, you can really bring a team together when there's something like a playoff spot on the line, and that's what we've done. So the winner of the tournament automatically gets the 8th spot, which is the last wild card spot in our playoff format. So there's a lot of competitiveness going on right now in these games, and the kids are really excited about the fact that that's part of the challenge.
Excellent. And they can check out the schedule online. We have the West Island Shamrocks locally that play out of Pierrefonds. You have a team in Montreal East, the Rangers. This is great hockey that fans can get a fix in, because let's face it, the Stanley Cup Finals are finally coming to a close, but it's a great opportunity to see some up-and-coming players.
Well, the thing with our league, Mark, is it's a very diverse league because it provides opportunities, as I've always said, for kids that are maybe late bloomers. The kids that don't necessarily make midget AAA and at 17 go on and play junior AA for a year, and they hone their skills, and then they're still looking to aspire to that next level. So our league allows the opportunity for a player coming out of midget AAA, a player coming out of junior AA, a player who may have played in CJEP for a year and then wants to play at a higher level. And also it allows an opportunity for a player who's drafted in major junior and still wants to maintain academic eligibility for the NCAA to play at our level. And I think the biggest misnomer about our league is the education piece, because 86% of our kids last year went to school on a full-time basis. We had a goaltender last year, attending law school and playing in our league. And we've had probably 8 to 10 kids go on and graduate and move on to the NCAA. And the misnomer is that kids have to leave Quebec. The Anglophone kids and the Francophone kids And our league provides those opportunities for kids to stay at home, play in front of their parents, live with their own families, and at the same time are able to develop their skills to bring them to that next level. I think we had 5 players at the end of the season sign to go play pro in Europe as well.
Very nice. Now, you were serving as interim commissioner. You had been with the West Island Shamrocks last year. Now it's official. You are the commissioner of the league. What would you say is your number one task taking over as commissioner?
Well, I think the number one task, Mark, is we have to improve the profile of the league. People have to know how good a brand of hockey it is. I mean, you know, as I mentioned, our kids are going on to play in the NCAA. You know, Canadian university hockey is the point of destination for many of our players. I don't want to say the majority because we provide that opportunity for kids to go into whatever stream is the next stream in their development. But, you know, we've got kids going on to play at Concordia and McGill and Trois-Rivières of the 3 Quebec universities. We've got kids going up to Thunder Bay and they're Francophone kids going to a school that provides a bilingual education for them. So I think, you know, my number one priority is making sure that the league continues to grow, that we keep our product moving in the right direction in terms of getting the word out to the people in when we're playing, where we're playing. We just signed a contract with Live Barn.
Nice.
Live Barn's a television distribution network that streams games live. And those games, every game across the province will be broadcast in every arena on Live Barn this year. Yeah. So those are some of the things at the start of the season that I've looked to invoke to improve and you know, sort of bring the league profile to a higher level. We've brought on Francis Dupont in our communications department. We now have somebody who's fluently bilingual. From an Anglophone perspective, we now have bilingual representation on our website. We're promoting more and more the fact that, you know, we have a lot of bilingual kids in the league. And there's an opportunity for every kid in the province of Quebec that wants to stay home and play to play. And I've said as my mission statement, you know, my mission statement is, and our goal is to keep every kid in Quebec that wants to play hockey at the junior level playing in our league.
Excellent. And I think people would be surprised. As you say, it's a stepping stone to going to a university program, possibly. One of the graduates from the league, Martin St. Louis, right? He played in the league, I guess, before going to Vermont, I think it was. He played for the Catamounts.
Yeah, and you've got, you know, guys like Eric Perron who've played in this league, and, you know, Francis Bouillon started, and, you know, there's a number of players that got their start playing the Quebec Junior AAA League. And we're, you know, it's our mission right now to continue that trend and tradition of giving our players the opportunity to progress at their own level, giving them a positive environment within which to improve their skills, and then providing them the opportunity to decide what the next step in their hockey development is and assist them in making that step in their direction.
And if they want to check out the website, it is, do you know?
The LHJAAAQ.com.
And as you say, all the stats are there, all the games are there. And my judgment calls on this one. First, I want to thank Kevin for being with me today. But my judgment calls on this one. I've seen this level of play. It's great hockey. You've got kids that are anxious to improve and show what they can do. It's worthwhile to put some fannies in the seats to see it. We have lots of local teams. And right now, checking out this tournament, 4-on-4 hockey, no hitting, I think you got to get to the arena. So check out their website. And until next time, this is Mark Lidbetter for Judgment Calls. You know where to find me. That's sports@thesuburban.com. Any questions, any comments, any answers for me, go ahead and contact. Until next time, everybody stay safe, but let's get out and see some hockey.